Hey, what is up, YouTube? We were right. It was not corpses, it was not brooms, it was not corruption, it was not water. The only condition that stops us from finding citadels is a minimum distance from the starting area, and they have reduced it in this patch. And I'll make this video a quick one, talking about two things: how I've been finding my citadels, and number two, the data on the Waystone drop chance that we have been collecting as a community. So the two new changes that came in this patch is, one of it is, in my opinion, a bug, and second is going to be how you're going to see them in the fog. So the first one is going to be existing citadels. Most of them will show as completed, as you can see over here, the stone citadel. That I've completed before, another one that I completed before, I'm not able to do them again. But what I've just done is actually an iron citadel that I've completed before, and I've tested it out, and I was able to drop ancient crisis fragments from them. So based on what I've seen, you can see that this is done. About like 10% of your citadels can be redone. You can see here another copper citadel that I've done before, juiced up by the towers. I can do it again, and you will be able to drop the fragments. So that's one of the new bugs that could have been introduced. And secondly, it's going to be the citadels that you see in the fog. You can see over here the beams of light. So I think the red beam of light is going to be a stone citadel. An orange beam of light, I think, is going to be a copper citadel. And a white beam of light is going to be an iron citadel. So you can see over here that in the fog, I think I have one of the citadels that I can do, that we have seen. I'm not sure where it is. Yeah, but essentially, you will be able to see these beams of light in the fog. You can see over here a stone citadel, and we see a red beam of light. So the stone citadel is a red beam of light. I think the orange one is a copper citadel, but it's yet to be confirmed. And the blue beam of light is going to be an iron citadel. If you've done a lot of the atlas, you'll see a lot of these beams of light. As you can see, just scrolling through the atlas, a ton of them in the fog, and you can see all the way up to like one full screen away. So many citadels are just hiding in wait, ready for you to clear. And I think that this will keep me busy for at least a couple of days as I clear all the citadels that exist in the fog. So there's gonna be a lot of citadels to do as we path through the atlas over here. So the strategy to find the citadels is going to be simple. You're going to path to the nearest tower in the least number of nodes possible. And previously what you will be able to see was like a 4-inch pizza, but now just by seeing a 4-inch pizza, you will see like a 5-inch or 6-inch pizza, a lot more than previously what you would have seen as you're citadel hunting. I estimate that the price of fragments will definitely drop, and they have dropped like about 20 exalts already so far. So do keep that in mind, that this strategy will be slightly less profitable, but you'll find a lot more citadels, and that may make up for the loss in that. So second is going to be the data that we have found so far, and we've collected a lot of data with the community so far. And you can join my Discord and submit more data, which I highly recommend as we build up on that. Essentially, towards the top end of that data set, what we have calculated is the probability of how many fragments you can drop based on the Waystone drop chance of your map. So as you would have known previously from my previous video, I talked about this quite a lot, how you can craft your maps. So you can check out that video if you're not sure how to create your own maps. But this essentially allows you to be able to maximize the amount of loot that you get from your citadels by scaling the Waystone drop chance from your atlas passes, from crafting your maps to have increased Waystone drop chance. So from here you can see that between the 700 range, you have about close to 50% chance to drop 3 fragments. As you scale your Waystone drop chance to 800% in the map, you would have up to a 56% chance. From 900 onwards, you have an extremely high percentage chance to drop 3 fragments, and past 1000%, that is where it triggers the next breakpoint to have a chance at dropping 4 fragments. So at 20% chance to drop 4 fragments, I think it's very incentivized for you to scale your Waystone drop chance. But once again, it's not something that you can scale, because it is to some extent an RNG where you proc unstable energies on your suffixes to be able to increase the effect of them to increase your Waystone drop chance. On top of that, your citadels is also fairly RNG to a certain extent. You can see over here there is a 20% chance to double the effect of your precursor tablets. And as you would see, when we scale our atlas, we proc our precursor tablets in the range, giving an overlap, giving you an increased chance at dropping the Waystones. So that is that. Last thing I want to talk about is joining my Discord to be able to submit, which I mentioned before. So we want a lot more data. You can see our sample size is a little bit on the small side. So definitely with more runs, we'll have more accurate data sets. I think this is one of the more comprehensive data sets. I've not seen anyone collecting any of this data yet, so I think this is a very good starting point to be able to decide on how much to invest into our maps. I've seen a comment on Reddit somewhere that someone has dropped 5 fragments, but I've not seen any proof of that. So if anyone has that, do send it on to me, and I can record down that data. I think someone mentioned past 1,400, but once again, that's going to be purely RNG, not something you can force. Last thing I want to talk about is going to be the Waystones and how I've been finding my Waystones. So previously I talked about crafting the Waystones, but for myself in the recent 10-20 Citadels, I've been buying them just because I'm too lazy to micromanage all of my maps, craft them up, exalt them, val them, and then sort them out. It's been fairly tedious. So what I've been doing is searching on Path of Exile trade, and that's searching through the Waystone drop chance over here, 540. And then searching for the modifiers that I do not want to do and select the not over here. So in my case, I don't want Burning Ground, Pan, Haste, or Minus Max. And I search for that minimum 540 search, and then I buy these maps. They cost less than 10 exalts, and I just buy the maps that I am fairly comfortable to do. So all these look kind of okay to me. So you can buy these for 2 exalts, and then you can buy up to 10 exalts for some of these maps. So that's what I've been doing to acquire my maps. So if you like the video, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Join the Discord if you have not already, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.